In El Paso County alone, there are over 45,000 children under the age of 5. And it's estimated that 60 to 70% of those children are in some type of child care setting. And so that's about 29,000 children in some type of child care setting throughout the week.
You have to be very, very, very careful about who you leave your child with. Not everyone is prepared to take care of a child. They may not have the patience, they may not have the training, they may have a very high stress level at the time you're going to leave your child with them. So you cannot always count on that person to be ready to take care of your child.
Always ask if they have first aid and CPR certifications, so that if anything does happen to the baby while they're gone, they would be able to handle it. Ask about experience working with young children and what their philosophy is for if certain things happen. You know, if the baby's crying and you are getting frustrated, what would you do? And if an emergency does occur, what would that person do?
I'm a single mom. I had Braden late in life. He's 3 years old. We have had 6 caregivers or daycares. When I first started out, they were all unlicensed daycares, and I had a lot of problems.
Those gut instincts, you have to trust those gut instincts.
I didn't listen to my head. You know, something was telling me something wasn't right, but I didn't listen because they were cheaper. His first daycare provider kept him in his carrier car seat most of the day because he was crawling and moving around.
Ideally, we wouldn't see any babysitter or child care provider or other caregiver in any setting, whether it's in your own home, in their home, or in a child care center, just putting a child down in front of a TV and letting them watch TV all day or while you're gone all night. There should be other activities that children can do, and whether it's reading stories, building with blocks, playing with Play-Doh, so many options that they can do other than watching TV.
She was leaving him, I came to find out, she was leaving him in a dirty diaper, you know, too long, and so he was breaking out with rashes and stuff like that.
As the parent, you have every right to ask questions to the providers. You have every right to ask what your child is doing throughout the day, what they're eating, how the toilet training is going, all of those things. And so many parents feel that the child care provider or the teacher is the expert, and they aren't willing to ask the questions that they have every right to know.
I tried to go the cheap route with the unlicensed provider, and it just cost me more time at work, taking time off, sick time, taking, you know, with them. So I would go a licensed daycare provider.
Every licensed child care provider in the state of Colorado has gone through a process that they have to in order to become licensed. So every licensed provider is first aid and CPR certified. They've taken medication administration training, so if your child does need medication administered throughout the day, they know how to do it. If they have allergies, they've been trained on how to use an EpiPen. They also have universal precautions training, so they know blood is scary and you have to be careful with blood so you don't cross-contaminate different things. And they've also had a state's inspection and a background check. So when you're looking at licensed child care providers, you can ensure that all of those things have already been done for you.
The new lady that we have named Miss Jackie, she's really awesome. She has her house set up as a classroom in the basement, so it's like he's going to school. 90%
of all brain growth and development happens before the age of 5. We often think that, oh, they'll be okay, we're just gonna let them go to this, you know, provider who they'll get to watch TV, they'll have fun, and then they'll go to school and that's when they'll learn. But so much of that learning happens before they go to the typical school.
Are they offering, you know, learning, or is my kid gonna sit and watch TV all day? I wanna know if he's learning his ABCs, his colors. Counting is very important. Reading, do they have reading time or learning time?
Making sure we have the highest quality care for our children is really important. It should be mortgage and then child care, because we need to ensure that our children are cared for.